About counting the music as represented by these quarter notes here, or in your universities or chairs. Counting the music, but dancing the 6-count patterns, and keeping that pattern rolling and rolling and rolling along, but in our verbally saying these numbers here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. While we did a 6-count pattern that was this long, that left 2 beats left over on this measure over here, that we had to start our next walking pattern, walk, walk, right there. So that was a walk, walk, triple step, walk, walk, triple step, and on and on like that. We use these sets here to show you what 4/4 time looks like. 4 beats per measure. The quarter note gets the beat, and these are normally stacked in instead of 2 measures like this, with a heavy and a light measure, where a chord change or some other musical accent generally occurs there, and it's carried through the entire 8 beats like that. These 8 chairs are stacked in sets called a stanza, generally 4 and up to 6 sometimes as a stanza. So a stack of 4 of these 8 chairs is a total of 32 beats of music. On the particular song that we're dancing to, had a 32 beat stanza on there. What we did is we counted along with the music that we're dancing to. We found that in the 4 sets of 8, on the 4th set, this beat here had a break that carried on from 5 through 6, 7, and 8, and then the next stanza started again and carried on through. What we did is we tried to do some patterns that might potentially hit this particular break there, and what we had to do is remember that while we were rolling along, this was not necessarily a 5 to us, but it was an odd number to us. And that means that any potential odd number in my pattern that I'm doing might synchronize accidentally with this odd number chair. So I'll do a pattern like a sugar tuck, 1, 2, 3, where I could be dancing on the 3, 4, and hitting the break 5. So that would be 3, 4, break 5, 6, 7, and 8. Next pattern, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and on like that. So Guy showed us a pattern where he did an underarm lunge catch on the rib cage and a slingshot. That's a long name, so you should make an acronym for that. That's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for the leader. She does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hold, carry on through. And then he did an underarm to unwind the hand and get her back into position like that. It allowed her to hit her rib and hip in position here to hit that 3 in the pattern, potentially hitting the 5 in the music. We also did an extended pattern. That's a sugar tuck, where she rotates 1 extra turn from 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7, hold 8. Next pattern, 1, 2, like that, where she hit the break on 7, where she stopped her pause. We also accelerated from a sugar push, a rock and go, 5 and retract 6, so that we can do the sugar tuck movement with our left hand leaders on 1, turn her 2, anchor step 3 and 4, where she goes 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5 and retract, tuck, turn, 3 and 4 to get through that pattern. That was our very cool pattern. We hit some music with that, we hit some breaks. Great job, thank you very much. We're going to start with our next workshop in a few minutes. You can get a drink and go